Japanese boys was picked up by Eternal Fire 13-1 while starting on that T side. So that's 11 rounds they were able to convert. Let's see how many they can pick up here against FaZe.
It's a cool smoke. Calyx threw that from spawn. More of that spawn smoke goodness, and it limits what Frozen can hold, and it means Rain, the only one that can take that fight. Oof.
Broky's grabbed one down the vent.
Heard it.
Yeah, so the rotation has been noted.
He has bomb though. Is this all
He's an A.
games? Yes, indeed.
Karrigan just died on A.
Takes down Karrigan. This was all the fake. The fakery has not worked out. Rain, such awareness. And he's going to get another one. They didn't clear their corners. Just like that, FaZe will take the pistol. That is bizarre.
Yeah, juked them as far as the rotation was concerned. That's exactly what they were hoping to pull off, but thought that more bodies would be chasing the tail of that secret play from Eternal Fire. And no bomb going down means a very limp-looking force fight for Eternal Fire into round number 2. The idea was great. The execution was nearly perfect, but Rain, one of the positions he's been able to retain since the addition of Frozen to the team. So they gave him a blank sheet so he can play wherever he wants. And, well, Frozen was more than happy not to take Yard, which is where he was playing on Mouse. It's where Rain got a major MVP.
Yeah, that's his domain. In they come. Awkward for Karrigan, caught on the quick switch. This pace change straight into the top site. Some chip damage dealt through the smoke, and they're in no hurry.
Missed the flash.
Missed the flash. Bomb planted. The FaZe really fumble this. These Tech 9s, effective rounds for Eternal Fire throughout this series.
You can see the timing of that as well, because they were spamming and reloading, and just as a bit of utility was starting to subside, and they popped in. Master, or Major, starting to become a master of these very rounds. And Zentaras, by being boosted, they might rip away another round 4. I'm not sure Robs will be ready for this. Oh, he is now.
Yeah, long range support. Frozen. Onto Woxic, and yeah, they just give this one up.
Come on, Robs. Come on, mate. Looking to do some damage. You're the one with everything to lose. 4-4 saved. We may as well just look straight into a gun round to the next. But if you're Major, do you want the boys to get rid of the SMGs? Do you want to try and rock and roll? Ooh. Again, don't speak any Turkish. Have literally no idea what's being said. Still want to listen.
Would have been interesting if, yeah.
I did over the Christmas holidays.
Come on, Chad, step up your game.
Just a handful of languages that need to be learned, but they will retain the SMGs. 2 MAC-10s, a scavenged MP9, a Galil, and an AK walking to round number 3. And the heat is on out the gates of map number 3. The stakes of this one.
It's a costly run from Wicardia. Half HP, but across to red. This is quicker than Rain's going to anticipate his internal timer by disrespecting that Molotov.
Frozen was called on the rotate. He's just headed down the vent, so he'll be the one who has to cut Wicardia off of the pass. And that timing is very important.
Oh, Rain. That's his chances. Great awareness. Catches Zentaras' progression. The utility kind of sold Zentaras out there as to what his intentions were. Huge gap on ramp. Who's responsible for that?
Should be Robs.
A drop into the site from Brokey may have been audible.
See, Eternal Fire have definitely done their homework the way that they're playing with these rotations, but it might not matter. Wrong gun for this type of a fight.
2 of them. None the wiser. Look at this. Oh,
got it on the radar, surely.
Still adjusts. And gets away? Yes, indeed. Rops is on the hunt, but he's been noted as well. There's still 2 other members of this squad trying to help Major out.
Frozen secret now.
Wow, Mad just had some high impact, but Frozen will catch both of those red container players, so it may not matter indeed.
He just wishes he had an AK in that moment. He could have taken that at a fight at range, maybe gotten both kills, opened back up the round now. Surely not wanting to save an MP9. With 20 seconds left, you better get a move on. As FaZe, with the save rifles, will immediately respond, picks that one up, doesn't have to reload, but Brokey removes it regardless. And that is great outside. You love it. They do the secret cross. You were bang on with that util that Zentaras is throwing. It's telling the intention that they want to come back up secret and try and crunch outside. But they are playing with the rotations quite well, Eternal Fire.
Ooh, just about, but yeah, Frozen coming secret. This was the round winner.
Yeah, I was talking to Rain about this the other day on the media day because we were looking at Nuke and Yard. I was asking, you know, what's the go? Are you calling the rotations? You know, and he said, yeah, with Frozen joining the team, he wants me to call, like, should it be the ramp guy to drop or should it be the vent guy? So that's a protocol that they've had to implement. Not something they worried about before.
Okay.
Something that Frozen wants that info on. I guess it makes sense on how much space is taken, because if you're Frozen and you're the vent player and they've already taken too much room and he drops down the vent, could get caught off guard. Is this going to be a... Oh, Rops just walked straight through.
Yeah, fair enough. Takes a bit of a risk and looks like it's worked out well. Robs' handiwork finished by the nade. Re-smoked Squeak. Early casualties for Eternal Fire to stomach. Just searching outside. It's a hard angle, but a common free aim. And yeah, just a one through the steps. Does bring Rain to 50, but the loss of Madja extends this man discrepancy. A 2 versus 4.
And here's one of the problems. Zentara 0 kills, Wakadia 0, Woxic 0.
Well, that does not sound like a recipe for success as it stands. Good angle from Brokey. Does not find a kill onto Wakadia, but that's coming his way now. Nice double clean so far from FaZe Clan.
Okay, so again, starting with some wobbles, course correcting, and now holding on tight because they've forced Eternal Fire down to what should be an eco.
And also, I mean, I think just not, you know, over-committing to that second round when they lost topside. Just saying, all right, with 4 M4s, let's just do it next round. And it has kind of stopped it from spiraling, stopped it from running away from them.
Yeah, well, if Eternal Fire haven't bought the respect at this moment, I don't know when they would have, right? That's not a round where FaZe you can just be going, yeah, let's throw this away. They snatched Anubis from you. That was your map choice.
Gonna have to drill down. They want to have themselves a day off. And secure themselves the playoffs of a legendary arena tournament. And for a legendary name, FaZe Clan. Brokey's caught one outside. These Deagles are just searching, hoping. I say Deagles, yeah, it is Alex and Wakadia. Be good to get Wakadia, you know, just online.
Exactly. Just one kill would be nice. Even if it's labored, even if you're having to get 3 Deagle bullets, but there he goes again. And Rain's looking tappy. Starting to look crisp as these are fights he is very, very comfortable with. EF just going to be soaking some time off the clock before they're all obliterated. Shouldn't be too much longer left in this one, even with the dinks coming through. Tucks his head down, him and Brokey. Both wobbly knees.
Might leave it there, you know, throw in the towel.
Even a defensive smoke. We'll get out of here. Someone else can fill our place. It'll be Rops.
Here he comes. Oh, wow. What is that Glock doing?
He even got him.
Oh, many headshots as Woxic hit this round.
That is wild from Woxic. Oh, it's a laser beam.
And on the highest of sensitivities, he's controlling those tiny micro adjustments.
Okay, well, this
so admirable.
This has been quite costly.
It's very impressive.
Probably worth a bit of a laugh.
Here he comes. Watch out. It's the Woxic Glock. Run.
All right, well, still a stern look on the face of Woxic. There's a job to do. Whoever wins this one sets himself up for a seeding matches. Here we go. We get it in the highlight. Just getting so many chances.
Just straight up. He dueled Rops all the way from Silo. Yeah. Damn, son. Fair play.
All right, well, the buyout, Eternal Fire. I feel like they're lacking a bit of util. Smokes in the sky. Creating a wall outside, and they've gone for the quickest of walls. The one that will give the shortest distance from point A to point B, especially with the disbursement of those smokes. But no commitment behind it. It's forced a heavy rotation. You might want to be calling a pouncing towards this ace site, as it's a very deep squeaky smoke holding them back for now. Another deployed. This is quite annoying. They know nobody's down secret due to Rops, and he's even creeping up to try and clear Yard. Oh!
That just feels unfair. Just the perfect moment to start spraying and unloading his magazine.
It's been such a quiet round.
And he's going to do more. Rain, an animal right now with that M4. Holds on to Squeaky Door. Zentares, however, has just about arrived. A double kill, his first contribution in this third map.
Rops up the vent.
Frozen trying to distract. Karrigan. Element of surprise. He strikes. Does surely get traded. Not to be. A double from Karrigan to secure it. And 5 already under the CT's belt.
It felt like they were dawdling a little bit there as well, trying to get into that site. Katowice gets around towards the back of the bomb box. They can plant, but obviously a lot to worry about. And this is the premonition of Rain. Essentially wins the round right there, even with a couple of important kills from Xantares, but they already feel like this one is slipping away. 5-1, 4-round difference. And it would be a shame to see them just completely capitulate after pushing it to a third map. You'd like to see Eternal Fire continue to put up a fight.
Only round they've posted so far is with that second round Tech9 top pop.
Yeah, and they did the smoke wall outside. They didn't use it. FaZe flushed it out, and they also didn't capitalize while the rotations were in play.
Right, so that was their little window of opportunity.
Yeah, and if they were scared because it was such a deep, squeaky smoke, then sure, but we are going to see another one of these lighter investments.
Oh, watch out. Woxic's got a Glock and no armor, but he has got a Molotov. So maybe he's going to be sent Molotoving behind the site, flashing his boys out hut. Molly hut. Let's see where they go.
Be on high alert for this if you FaZe, surely.
Yeah, he's going for the Molly back site. Not going to affect him with their current setup at all.
Karrigan is literally just playing anti-rush, right? He's ready for this pop. As soon as the util comes through, throws the flames on the ground, denies one of the key entry points.
I mean, yeah, Karrigan could get flashed by this, but already Brokey taking down Magi.
And ahead of the play. The util hasn't been thrown yet.
Karrigan's even lands before theirs. Really good calling, good positioning. Brokey racking him up. Looks comfortable with the AWP close quarters. There is a chance for Wacardia if he can open up the ramp side. Wow, Rops actually gets the distance frag first. Rain will sweep the rest under the rug, and we have got a 6th. It feels like it's been quick. FaZe suddenly have got themselves the majority of the rounds in this half.
They look like dominant FaZe now.
Yeah.
That was, well, Magic coming swinging around that corner, and then Brokey's reposition, catching them off guard for a couple more. Rain did get the AWP back, and look, double orbs out on the CT side. Rops is working with 1, and we have 3 going into round number 8 with Woxic's investment as well.
Let's see how they choose to spread those out. Brokey yard. Spotted one. That jump from Xantares has given it up.
It's a cross.
Just the one. Rain already has tended to this, and a quick smoke to delay him.
It started secret, so it's quite nice. Already can deal with this threat. A suppressing smoke for Xantares.
Playing dangerous game here, Rain. Trying to send Xantares back up, and Brokey's there to receive him if he gives it a go. Sends the ladder. Xantares still secret. Punishes it, not for the spread, allows him to maintain the angle. Boost not going to find anything.
It feels like a clumsy round from EF.
Yeah, I mean, 40 seconds. It feels like it was hinging on Xantares, but he hasn't been able to work at the same pace. Delayed by Rain. Brokey, it's 30 seconds, and he's responsible for Hut here. Magi on the top of Mini. Maybe there's something to be said.
Karrigan still has a molly.
Brokey will punish Wacardia first. Look at this setup. It's just 1 by 1. Ah, Frozen holds on to main. Comfortable on the top of the hut with 5 alive. It does seem like Eternal Fire, a running dry of ideas. FaZe just taking a dominating stance. They will win out this half at the end of round 8.
Happened very quickly, hasn't it? Even though these rounds have felt drawn. 2 saved rifles, an AWP and an AK. Loss bonus, of course, it's maxed. A second timeout, and you're going to be hitting the big red button right now, boys. We need something. We need some rounds. We didn't go this far to fall so short. Inferno, their map choice, overtime. Anubis, that of FaZe's. Eternal Fire were able to show the form required, and now that they've taken it the distance, 6-round gap has presented itself. And Madja's been doing this for an awful long time, in and out of the Turkish squad. And the same to be said for a bunch of these names. They've never been able to find that perfect constellation of players. And this one looks potent. It looks like they have the recipe for success. They've been playing some good CS. It'd be a shame to see it stop now. And that doesn't mean that it can't continue. There will be a lower bracket run ahead of them. Whoever loses this series right here, right now, gets an opportunity to take on a misfiring Na'Vi.
Yeah, they just about weathered that Apex storm.
Just want to see something with a bit more gusto.
No wall of smokes this time around.
They have individuals that can hit hard. I just don't feel like they're getting themselves in positions to even take decent fights that would favor them. Sure, Zentara's got a bit of secret space, but just him. Where's the opportunity for your likes of Wakadia and Zentara to flourish?
Rocking this double AWP as well, so... Ooh, missed shot. And Brokey, he didn't miss his, but ramp is open. Zentaris has made sure of that. Frozen on the rotation. Rain actually right behind him as well, so he swings open the doors for his teammate. Losing control. Both the doors open, so the sight line's now threatening for the T's. They're trying to take this space away. Frozen swinging through. Oh, they nearly gets them both. Traded by Karrigan as well. They take the advantage, a leg up in the round, and Rain comfortable onto Woxic. Calix.
Safe.
I assume so. He wants the AWP regardless. Taking a little bit of a look at the state of affairs. Forced into the channel. Aimed up by Karrigan. Molotov down to 30 and out. That was an effortless looking retake.
Yeah, and the response time was so quick, and they almost threw, well, they did everybody down towards the lower deck to deal with this. So floundering now. At least they were able to get that opening on Rops and find themselves some space. The bomb goes down, but this was great. Frozen going first. The leader says push. Well, he obliges. The trade's there. Calix misses the shot. No chance. And out. And the frustrations as we head ever closer to midnight, actually, we've just ticked past.
Distinct lack of frags across the board for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, but that's the thing. How many opportunities does it even feel like they've had?
No, it really hasn't. Brokey's across quick. Takes a pot shot. Decides he's had enough of that. Doesn't want to give them an opportunity to find an opening pick like that.
I don't want to say it feels like they've stopped relying on the individuals to find the kills, but they're just not finding the kills. Like, the tactics are still there. Yeah. I remember in the early stages of this, they were playing with the rotations perfectly. That's finding the gaps.
Badger in hell with an MP9.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. Robs comfortably spraying down 2 on the headshot. Just the tips of their heads spotted. And controls and tames the M4A1S.
You say control, full control.
Yeah, man.
This is just rough to watch. This doesn't feel like the rest of the series that we've seen so far.
You got dinged.
No one's going to be able to inject any life into this. Out of gas. Our Eternal Fire, the flame starting to dim. Yeah, walk back into lobby. Woxic Brokey posted. Hyper aggressive.
This just feels so comfortable for FaZe, this map. Actually, yeah, Matt just got a drop on them. Not ready for the vents. Karrigan accidentally baiting and setting up Frozen.
Woxic baits the shot.
That's cool.
Yeah. And not going to happen a second time. Jump peek another corner, Brokey says.
Gosh, I mean, just...
It's a different game, isn't it, to the one we had in the previous 2 maps?
It's completely different.
And it kind of makes the fizzle as the third timeout will now be called. This is, well, the smokes had faded as well, so they needed to get into a bit of a hurry to get across, and Rops just sits them on their ass. Faber, you can understand why he wants to take this third and final timeout in the first half, because if you go into the second with only 1, it's not going to be a very long second half at all.
Nice BB.
And I suppose from the FaZe camp and for the FaZe fans, they'll be very happy to see their international super team with the addition of Frozen booking themselves a playoffs appearance. The Spodek awaits. Spirit awaits. There'll be a seeding match against Donk and his band of merry men. And that will be a fun game to watch because Spirit so far, they've looked somewhat untouchable. Questions on what Donk was going to look like in the big leagues. Well, so far, so good. More multi-kills than single rounds of frags, apparently. Just on Twitter in between games having a quick little read.
Mind-blowing.
Donk stats are out of control.
He's corked. Okay, wow, that really got awkward for him, this movement, and just like that, the dominoes tumble. Carrigan goes down as well.
This is an olive branch to an exciting matchup. FaZe have gone, hey, we really enjoyed the intensity of the last two. Can we try it again? Have this one.
Not over yet, Chad.
Well, yeah, they can't completely give it away for free.
Rain, he's got a bit of a good idea.
Definitely spotted. You're not throwing a nade like that otherwise.
What's coming? How's ramp looking?
Unoccupied.
Take lobby or go down. Early rotation by both of them.
Two. They can smoke single. They can smoke windows or doors.
Oh, if he gets dark, that would be crazy. Ooh, nice. Again, the Wicardia Tech 9 at that mid-range. Finds the head of Rain. Frozen. Would have to do something rather absurd if he wanted anything more than just the one. And Antares, yeah, trains his aim, hits the shot. And that olive branch, as you highlighted, has been converted.
Things were going too well. FaZe thought, let's throw some aggression into the mix. We were able to stall them out all across the map. They were playing slow. They weren't doing anything. Let's go to them, shall we?
Yeah, it was just a fluster from Brokey, that molly spread. Scroll wheel jump sealed his fate. An immediate reaction trying to push forward was Carrigan, and then, yeah, it all just collapsed.
I could still walk away from this half with double digits, can FaZe. But Eternal Fire will double their round count. The second now confirmed. And I don't know if the next one will come as easy.
I'm so mad. It's the first time I've done it, but internally I was just like, oh, it could be a 9-6 half, actually. They could bring this right back.
Well, the amount of times just in like passing conversation, I've said 16, but during the cast, I think I've been pretty good at it. Yeah,
me too. But this is the first time my brain's just gone, oh, wow, they can actually really recover this half. Last round of the half.
And we're sure.
I'm definitely 100% last round of the half. Let's get cracking. Still looks a bit clumsy there from EF.
Well, Nate's been lined up on the roof. Delivery.
Little X sector finish.
Slight chip damage on that AG. Robs will also layer it with the molly. I don't think that one hit its destined target.
Oh, the timing of that was sublime. Just as the smoke was fading, Antares had pushed forward. But he still gets the better of Rob. So a nice opening for Eternal Fire. Brokey forward position, anticipated, pre-aimed and executed. Wicardia, Antares, these are names we haven't been saying much this T side.
Still got the ants in the pants, don't they, FaZe? Last round, yeah, sure, maybe Brokey gets caught and then Carrigan decides to push. This is two audacious peaks from FaZe, late within the half, just wanting to get things done.
And it's resulted in a bit of a stabilizing scoreline.
It'd be very frustrating if we come back from the break. Eternal Fire win the pistol conversion, first gun round. Back up for contention.
Yeah, here's those double mollies we saw. Frozen dismounts the hut. Rain's caught Wicardia, and oh no, actually, wait, Magic goes down. Ooh, damage is done. Damage is done. Rain has vision. All three of them on that site. A little overextension was all it would take. Not to know the whole squad there. And Madja will close. A nice headshot to post it. And 3. Is it enough, though? As Chad has highlighted, there is a path back into this game and the Spodek in this series. Let's find out if they can find it. could be locking our first pole into the Spodek if FaZe can convert a 9-3 lead. Neo, coach, and of course, Led Game standing behind the boys as they are close. Within touching distance, Eternal Fire have made one hell of a game over the course of these 3 maps. However, it does seem that the energy has run dry in that first half of our third.
I think they've been offered a bit of a lifeline with a couple of audacious moves from FaZe at the close of the half. Get the pistol and get the conversation started.
Roki's just going. They're just running straight into the top side. Ricardia, he falls off the hut. That dual Beretta power position, woof, walks it. Quick snap into Frozen has kept them in the running.
No kid, a HE, and a flash for the retake. Make it just a HE, make it none of the nades.
Lobby, but they're not clearing out Robs. He's behind them. Calix through already, trying to take this duel on multiple fronts. Broky's using those duelies to more success than Ricardia, and yeah, Robs, he's hit the shot he needed to. This was this part of the comeback requirements? It needed to be a pistol?
No, not at all. Eternal Fire have done great in some of these lower buy rounds, so at least we can keep hope alive for another round longer. But Ricardia, who, you know, we've been singing his praises, he gets the special package of the dual Berettas, your top heart. That's where you're meant to at least be able to get 1 kill, to unload 30 bullets of pain, and he didn't get anything done. I think he must have just got in that door and slid right off. We'll see it again, yeah. It's a bit unfortunate. FaZe, they will get to 10. Felt like they should have probably done that within the first half. And you're going to be a bit frustrated as Madja normally can turn to your star, and he has been delivering the high impact for you.
Throughout, I mean, some of his plays on Anubis Inferno, all of Ricardio winning rounds on his own, but Toxic takes the scout. We have got the force buy in. Eternal Fire have been very proficient in rounds like this.
Yes, FaZe, awfully cautious, I would imagine. You'd have to expect Woxic to bring out a scout, and a few tags from that could spell dire consequences. Just trying his luck through the smoke. The FAMAS will sound off.
Yeah, he makes the wise and informed decision to back away ahead of any reloading or upon the smoke fade.
And they do have this util advantage. So just the 2-smoke wall, a molly towards Secret. And Rain with his flight paths ironed out. You can see they're just under the lip of the smoke, but not ready for this. MP9 unloads.
Yeah, you can see Magic quick to communicate there was no one else.
Heading ramp.
Get ready. Calix readies himself for battle. 3 to find. Great ding gets away. Tag as well.
Kill.
FaZe, they are weak. They are susceptible, and it's getting worse for them with the loss of Carrigan Lobby.
How low they are. 28, 29, 7. Up the heavens? Really?
It's held by Zentares. Brokey.
Oh!
Awareness. Zentares has dropped the ball, and now Brokey can get the bomb down. Still, though, Ricardia, with that MAC-10, with their health where it is, if he can catch them off guard, a little well-timed play, maybe Brokey on the reload. He slipped past them.
Huge gap.
Element of surprise. This is Ricardia where he does his best work. He's going to surely catch Brokey unawares. There's only 1 to find. 7 HP on Frozen. There's nothing for him here. Spotted as well. The 2 of them can work this out. Shouldn't be a kit. Flubs the first flash, peeking on the second perhaps. He's held by Calix.
Someone's got to sit it.
Comfortable fight. Calix doesn't finish it off. He does eventually, just in the nick of time as well. That timer just hit 10.
It's the classic Eternal Fire in these lighter investments, getting it done against FaZe once more. Look at every map that they played against FaZe. There has been a bunch of rounds that they've been able to pick up in similar fashion. These second rounds, they're so hard to deal with, and Eternal Fire's proficiency on them has been fantastic. Calix with the dink in the early stages, Woxic with the tag on the scout, Ricardia not overplaying his hand, and of course, Madja to open up the proceedings with the MP9. And that is still going to keep the belief alive, right? They lose the pistol, that's all right. We got a second round with peanuts that we can put in our back pocket and force the first tactical timeout out of FaZe. Neo said, hey boys, we can't let them back in the game. This is not the point. We want to let this get out of control. If we now contend with a force by war of our own, that is opening the door. Let's just take a save, which it looks like they're about to do.
Oh boy. Just when I thought this was going to be a slow finish to an intense series, Eternal Fire are in it to win it. Not going to give him that force buy, not going to give him the opportunity to close the gap dramatically. It is just going to be a couple of Desert Eagles, Tech 9. Rain going searching with that Deagle. Certainly got the aim to back it up. Boosting up. Doesn't spot anything. Glimmer of that main presence they're well aware of. Straight bullet into Arcadia, but he will onto Carrigan. And there, just that like that, a flurry of frags. 4 found. Leaving Frozen. An impossible task.
All right, well, FaZe weren't expecting to get a lot out of that type of investment. Almost. We almost.
Yeah.
He's doing something.
Yeah, they got to do something.
What's he doing? Purchases are coming through. U2 bought in. Rops with a key piece. HE to blow open that squeaky door. It's being broken. That missed one.
Most important one.
Yeah. Hang around to make sure they'll have to be reinstalled in the next. Deep Molly suppresses Rain's movements on Yard. Calyx posturing for a pop behind this smoke. Not far off the mark.
It's always fun to see ramp players have that battle of wits between the two halves. Rops was trying to apply that pressure to Calyx. 2 smokes again. Oh, not far off the mark. He actually gets Rain down to 5 HP.
Carrigan's looking in the warehouse. He's found the gap.
He has. Adjusted into Xantares. An opening kill from FaZe's leader. It's a big one to post. Taking down Xantares, and Calyx just slinks away. He concedes ramp. He gives it up. In response to the Carrigan frag, Rops now investigates and realizes it's a bit quiet out here.
Oh, Woxing. The Molly's actually a godsend here. If he just rounded the corner, he probably goes down. They're still trying to flush out this position of Carrigan, so multiple bodies glued on this as just they park the bus. Nobody can rotate down towards B.
You can't go secret. You can't go ramp. You might have to go ramp.
Well, Cardiac can't even go vent right now. 3 players are going to be quite swiftly here. So 2 players are pinned on Yard by Wakadia and Main.
Yeah. Well, Wakadia was Main. Here we go. Out from Madja. Lots of bodies. Nice from Frozen. Somehow still alive after that one. He's had his bell rung. But Woxic and Calyx, they're thinking better. They're thinking twice. And it's Carrigan. This late arrival on the hunt. Oh, he knows where they both are. He will go down. Sharp shooting from Calyx. It should signal a successful save, but still being hunted, actually. Robs has got him. Just like that. Controls the spray. They lose it all. And you know what that means. You can see from the celebrations of FaZe as well, not just for the round win, but for the successful hunt.
Yeah, miserable decisions that Eternal Fire have to make now. And they all just came with Carrigan braving through the smoke and catching Xantares off guard. You can see he just limps through the right side of that deepest smoke while Xantares was having that exchange with Rain and Carrigan. Massive impact. They're able to get themselves down to B. That forces the rotation of Calyx away. Woxic out of position. The void is too big and no way back in. It will be the force from Eternal Fire.
Ooh, well, we know what we've been saying about those. But with so much at stake.
They have too many good guns to make this one possible.
Yeah,
FaZe.
3 rifles, hold on.
Just 2 rounds away from the Spodek now. Taking the path of the least resistance to the playoffs.
Making light work of Rebels. And Calyx.
He missed him.
He didn't see it. Carrigan can't quite believe it as he adjusts. And Calyx, yeah, that's a face-to-palm moment as his full investment has collapsed. They came your way. The element of surprise was yours, but a quick adjustment from Carrigan. Another high-impact opening. And those 3 M4s up against the 5-man unit. Just regrouping, ensuring there's trade potential heading on into that low site. Rain controlling the vent rotation. Starts to poke a little bit of an investigation towards the top site as the bomb looks to be planted. A silent descent.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be giving this one a go, do you? So I mean, it's so brutal to be accepting 12 like that, but
Oh, they've been played off right now. You can hear the music. This one's done. Wrap her up. We are done and dusted, FaZe. Only one more round required, and well, they're not surging forward to wipe the board, but they might be able to take one or two. Wakani has just signaled his position. See if Rain's able to work out where those silenced M4 bullets came from. Worst case, Rob's giving that AWP over to the enemy. You can see he's just going to park the bus behind the back of the ramp box. And they'll hold on to these M4s. So at least something for Eternal Fire to defend their honor. But this is it. We've had a hard-fought series. Inferno, Anubis, both heading into overtime. But this has been a blowout. A commanding first half from FaZe that could have been even stronger. I feel like they took their after prize at the very tail end of the first half of play with some more audacious maneuvers. They forced Eternal Fire to burn all 3 tactical timeouts within that first half. They come on in with the pistol win, lose to the force buy, but Neo takes a timeout. They play it conservative. They get the guns out early. Now they're sitting pretty, looking to close things down.
Trying his luck at heart. And another opening. This is back to back to back.
Past his bedtime, Alex.
Yeah, he's an older man. He's ready to get himself tucked in to the playoffs. Oh, Wakadi's had a real rough go of things on that top site. Brokey builds upon it. Calix next victim. Just like that, we could have a flawless finish from FaZe. Rain wins his duel. Just another day in the office for FaZe Clan. Just matchup. He's called a fantastic game. This third map, however, has fallen away. Convincing from FaZe. A 13-5 scoreline securing the playoffs. We will have FaZe Clan in the Spodek. We will have Neo in front of his countrymen. And a big name locked in for the Intel Extreme Masters.
They were made to work for it. They were made to work for it. Eternal Fire have come to IEM Katowice.